Hey friends, I hope you don't mind that Oliver is here standing in front of me, but are you guys ready for the last vampire book that I have for you for this month? I'm super excited. I actually found a book that is a standalone and not part of the series. Forgive Oliver. Oliver, you're quite in the way, but okay, it's fine. So for the last book I have for this month, it's called The Coldest Girl in Coldtown. See, nice little cover. Um, it's actually a standalone, so there's no series, so you don't have to worry about leaving off on a cliffhanger like every other book I read. Um, the start of this one is that Tanya, um, or Tana, it's Tana. I've been calling her Tanya in my head, but I don't think that's right. It must be Tana. Anyways, Tanya wakes up after a party. She turns out that she got so drunk that she fell asleep in the bathtub behind the shower curtain, and no one decided to find her and wake her up. So when she wakes up, she's stumbling around. She sees that everyone else is asleep, so she wants to put on a cup of coffee. So she starts to go ahead and make coffee until she realizes that no one's moving. All the bodies around her are not moving, and that's all they are is that they're bodies. Everyone at the party got attacked by vampires because somebody left a window open. So she's the only one left alive. So she needs to run away. But first, she needs to find her ex boyfriend slash friend slash whatever crazy teenage drama. And she finds him, but he's tied up on a bed. He's been bitten. He's going through the change, and then there's another vampire in the room who's also chained up. Ah, fun, exciting, and adventure. So as they escape, they go on crazy shenanigans to try to get to their city's Coldtown, which is a place where all vampires go to live in order to not spread the infection of vampirism throughout the entire world, pretty much. A lot of other states and other countries have their own cold town. People can go in there at any time they want, but no one can leave. Because essentially, you could be infected and you could be getting cold and you could let others get infected as well. So, so now Tanya has to go take her ex-boyfriend slash friend to Coldtown. So while he's turning into a vampire, she also has a vampire with her, and she's trying to get to Coldtown while trying hard not to get infected herself. So it was an interesting read. Um, I'm kind of iffy. I'm not really a big fan of the author. It's by Holly Black. I mean, she's okay. I definitely read The Cruel Prince, but I also feel like she kind of has that. How to explain it? I feel like her stories are a little bit predictable, like easy to guess, and kind of follow the same storyline. So I've read not the Black Prince. I'm sorry. I've read the Cruel Prince, and I've read a couple of our other ones. I was kind of iffy on reading this one, but I definitely wanted to find a vampire book that was a standalone instead of one that's part of a series for you guys. So I'm like, well, maybe this time is different. It kind of wasn't. Not to say that I didn't enjoy it. It was okay, and it was interesting, to see like, oh yeah, no, vampires are definitely a thing. It's fine. We're dealing with it. Um, but I could have also guessed the ending as well. But that's just me. Maybe you all will enjoy it as well. 'Cause, I definitely know Holly Black is very popular, and I have nothing against her. I just am not a just not a fan of her books. But, it does kind of have that scary feeling. Because, vampires, blood, gore, ripping each other apart. There is plenty of gore in this if you're into that. Definitely a lot of like romanticism of vampires. So pretty much the people who go into the Coldtown want to become a vampire. So vampires are highly romanticized, and it doesn't help that one of the main vampires that live in Coldtown has been like recording all of his parties. There's an eternal ballroom where it's always a party. It's always people are always dancing. The humans are willingly giving up their blood for vampires so that they can feel good, so that the vampires can feel good. It's highly romanticized, and it just was not my thing. But I still want to let you all know that there is a lot of different vampire books out there. So that was the coldest girl in town, and I hope you go ahead and pick it up. If there is an ebook, I will definitely put it in the link in the description below. Um, but yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. I hope you all enjoyed my vampire stories. There are definitely a lot more vampire stories out there. I just wanted to pick out a few ones that were vastly different from Twilight and from, what you think of a vampire story. Um, but yeah, next month will be Native American stories. So whether the character is Native American, if it takes place during the Native American time, or I even have some great nonfiction books about Native Americans because it is November, and we are definitely not celebrating Columbus Day or anything like that. I want to show off a vast collection that we have that includes Native American stories in there. So I hope to see you all in the next month. Make sure you give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the Frankfurt Public Library YouTube. Make sure you check out all the other librarians' videos as well. And if you want to learn more about the Frankfurt Public Library, make sure you check out our Frankfurt page where we post about events and programs that we have going on. But yeah, so I will see you all in November with Native American stories. All right, I'll see you all in the next chapter. Bye.